for greatness in a sea of the dying and shameless. A sea of the aimless. I don't wanna be one of the nameless. I'ma wake up with the mindset that one day I'm gonna make it. And I don't think I'll be fine if I don't break my limitations. Don't try to stop me, I exist to write my own story. I'll make a decision if I want some peace or if I want the glory. Yeah, don't want a life that is complacent or possibly boring. I just want a life that is worth every day exploring.
My whole life I just wanted someone who would notice me. My whole life I just wanted to be somebody to be. Yeah, I just wanna be great. 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 Yeah, I just wanna be.
Yo, welcome to the One Pride Podcast. We talk all things one and everything else Pride. We got a good one for you folks today, and in this bad boy, we're going to be talking to, obviously, Detroit Lions, Dallas Cowboys. We're going to do practice, injuries. We're going to talk about a lot of the events that has taken over, and stream elements out of nowhere just came on my stream. Now, I didn't do that. That's not for me. That is interesting. But I want to welcome people. We got Vash Starwin. We got Eric Minion, 9 Drinks, Chrome, John Ball, Grandizer, myself, of course, Craig Ferguson, Alan Dana, Weston Lyon, all the way from the UK, Sam the Man, Devin Davis. We got Bryce, Travis the Goat Doyley, Giovanni Lyons, my buddy Raw Detroit TA. Make sure you go and subscribe to that man's channel. He knows all things football. Lions Gangsta, Jamie Ward, and I'm sure people will start coming in, and Anton as well. And we Paul Geiner, just like that, and Mute the Noob. What's up, Mute the Noob? We just got the practice report. We are going to have guests on here. They just are not ready yet. They're not here yet. So when they get on, we'll talk some football. But that's just the way that it is. They're just not on yet. And as soon as they are, we'll get them on to talk Detroit Lions. But let's get into the injury report really, really quick. DJ Chark did not practice. Got a boot on his foot. He's not going to be playing Sunday. He is out. Charles Harris did not practice. Still dealing with the groin injury. I don't know. Efutu Melifonwu, always injured, did not practice. Matt Nelson, no practice. Bobby Price, no practice. Josh Reynolds, no practice. Now we get into Chris Board, light practice. He'll probably be good to go Sunday. John Kaminsky, light practice. Really good that he's going to be playing on Sunday. Will Harris, light practice. Frank Ragnow, light practice. DeAndre Swift, light practice. Should be good to go. Full practice for Taylor Decker and Amon-Ra St. Brown. So that means we're going to have a interesting cast of players versus the Dallas Cowboys. Swift should be good. Amon-Ra should be good. Chark, no good. We'll see what's going on with Josh Reynolds. Not 100% on that one yet. Who will be there? Oh, may have to wait till game day. I love that video dropping soon. Stay tuned. He's got a video dropping soon. That means you got to pay attention. And if you're living under a rock, you heard that Levi, or you didn't hear, then you didn't hear Levi and Wuzurike placed on IR. However, I do got an update on him. We knew he had surgery, but what type of surgery did he have? If you're not following me on Twitter, then you don't know. You should follow me on Twitter because I put it out last night. Levi and Wuzurike had a spine fusion. Spine fusion. Don't know what vertebrae were fused, but if you know anything about surgery, that is the worst one you can get. Now, granted, I must say, if you're Levi and Wuzurike or anyone with pain, because I had a double neck fusion, it was the greatest thing ever for my pain. The pain no longer, well, I mean, I have pain, but not like it used to be. I was taking 5 Vicodin a day before my neck fusion, have my neck fusion, now I may take an aspirin. With that said, and it's great that he had that, pain will get better for him. Levi, as a human being, relax. It's going to take a little bit before you get back on your feet, but understand the pain will subside for you personally, and that's a good thing. With that said, The football, it's not going to be anytime soon, if at all. My thing is now, if he ever plays again, that's a plus. That's how I'm putting it right now. If he ever plays again, that's a plus. But he is done for a long time, at least. So, prayers up to him. But it looks like Levi Onwuzurike is not looking like a good pick. And it's not his fault. And I want everybody to understand. Please don't rip Levi for this. First off, it ain't his fault he's got a bad spine. It's not his fault he got drafted in the second round. He's doing what he can do. The guy is trying to live a normal life, and when you got a back injury, anybody knows this who's had one, there's nothing you can do about it. It's an immense pain that affects the whole body. So prayers up to Levi. I'm not mad at him. I'm frustrated at the individuals who drafted him, but not mad at him. That is it. Now, there was rumors that the Lions could go ahead and trade for running back Cam Akers. I'm going to throw that one in the dumpster right now. I don't think that's going to happen. Why? Because we have good depth at the running back position. Why would we trade for another running back when we got good depth? Yes, DeAndre Swift gets injured, but it's not like we have nobody behind him, folks. We've seen it. Jamal Williams, we got Craig Reynolds, got Justin Jackson, Jermar Jefferson on the practice squad. No need to trade for a running back. Point blank, period. We don't need that. No more. If you're going to make a move, it should be for defense. Let's be honest here. It should be for defense. You know a lot about the kind of injury. Do you think you ever come back and play? Ted, I don't know what vertebrae it's fused on. So here's the question mark. Now, I know it's a fusion. Now, remember, your vertebrae goes from your neck all the way down to your butt. There's a ton of vertebrae in between. Now, mine was a double neck fusion, so all this stuff is fused. For me, it's there. I could never be a physical sport again. I'm retired from the Army because of it. I can never do construction again. I can never do physical labor again. That's my life. That's where I had my fusion. I don't know where he had food. Maybe he had it near his butt, where it's a little bit easier. You got to understand, he's a big body as well, so there's multiple factors with it. Just put it this way. If he ever plays again, that's a positive. That's it. But fusions are the absolute last resort because you're taking the bones and you're fusing them together. You're literally taking screws and they're screwing these things together because the cushion in between the vertebrae is either bad or it's got degenerative arthritis where the end of the vertebrae, it's kind of pushing out, or there's no cushion at all, so that's why you push it together, and or the spine itself is not staying, like the vertebrae are not staying even, right? So like one will push out. So those are the reasons why you have spine fusion. Vertebrae fusion. That's what you really want to call it, vertebrae fusion. So it just depends. Don't know exactly, but we know it's a fusion, and of all the surgeries, that's the worst one. And the best one. If you're dealing with pain, it's best. Anybody that's had a fusion, at least that I have, it was the greatest thing that's ever happened to me. If you deal with spine injuries, it affects your whole body. It affects your arms, it affects your legs, it affects your fingers, it affects your mental. It is pain beyond pain. You lose feeling in your limbs. I was losing feeling in my left side. I lose complete feeling in my hand and my legs. I'd fall down all the time because I had no idea I was stepping. That's what happens. You lose complete feeling. Before my surgery, the doctor told me I had 30 days before I was paralyzed from the neck down. I had my emergency neck surgery, fusion. I feel my hands again. I don't lose feeling anymore, but I'm completely limited. I will take limited all day because the pain is terrible, and then losing all that feeling is awful. So you got to understand, let's not get mad at Levi. It's not like, hey, guys, I'm happy my spine is blown out. It's not the case. And I'm sure and people say, why didn't he have surgery immediately? That's not how it works. You got to go through steps. Again, fusion is the last resort. It is absolutely, you want to try, can you go to chiropractors? Can you take a steroid to strengthen the bone? Will the cushion heal? There's a million things, but fusion is the last resort. That's why it took this long. And any doctor will tell you that's what you do. You don't just jump from freaking pain to a fusion. That's not how it works. So please not get mad at this guy for that. Let's talk about some Detroit Lions versus Dallas Cowboys. I think that's on everybody's mind. Again, when people jump in, we will get to you guys. We'll get to your questions in the mailbag segment. Lions offense regarding score. And we got $5 super chat from Travis, the GOAT Doyle. I try to tell you about Dallas Cowboys, but he's got to do super. And what happens with a super? It means your question gets answered immediately. Says, I knew he had back issues. You're full. We've drafted him. I just didn't know they were this bad. Thank you so much, Travis, the GOAT Doily, for that super chat. Spine injuries are bad, okay? And it is the most pain, I think physical pain you probably could have. You know, I've had multiple surgeries. I've had 6 surgeries. I have 2 shoulder surgeries, an internal surgery near my gut area. I had a foot surgery. My neck fusion, that was a different beast. So you got to understand, I'm not mad at him. I'll never get mad at him. And but Brad Holmes, that's a different thing. And I got to tell you this before I get on there, because it's going to make y'all a little bit more upset. Teams at the Senior Bowl red flagged Levi and Uzurike before that draft. That was at the Senior Bowl. Not even we're talking NFL draft itself. So Brad Holmes, you got to stop with the injured players. We got to stop with this injured stuff. Okay, injury stuff doesn't work out too well. We got to be sound in our judgment regarding injuries. Now let's get on to Lions versus Dallas Cowboys. Dallas Cowboys, Dak Prescott is playing in this game. He's playing in this game. He is their starting quarterback. He is better than Cooper Rush. Okay? Now, is he going to be a little bit rusty? Potentially. He could be a little bit rusty. But he's got CeeDee Lamb. Michael Gallup is now in the second game. And he got Ezekiel Elliott running the football. That's going to be a problem for the Detroit Lions. It's a really, really big problem for the Detroit Lions. We don't know if Jerry Jacobs is going to play in this game. Hopefully he can. I don't know. It's like 40-60. So who knows? In the next couple of days we find out. But CeeDee Lamb and Michael Gallup is going to be a problem for Jeff Okudah and whoever is on the opposite of him. I don't know if it's Will Harris or who it's going to be, but we got to be able to make sure that big play does not happen. Now you say Dallas Cowboys offense sucks. Yes, their stats do suck. Also, Dak Prescott's been out since week 1. And they're going against the Detroit Lions defense. That really sucks. We got to be able to force a couple punts here because the Lions offense is going against a really good defense. It's opposite of teams. We got to be able to score some points. So Micah Parsons, 6 sacks. Their defensive line is scary. Their offensive line is ranked 16, 14 through 16, depending on what statistical database you use, PFF, there's all different ones. So it's just a mid-offensive line. So if they're going to hold Dak Prescott and he just sits back there and he's reading CeeDee Lamb, Michael Gallup, we're a world of hurt. We're a world of hurt. And they're good. They're decent run football team. Elliot, Pollard. The Lions got to be able to stop the run, too. Thankfully, John Kaminsky is going to be playing in this game. Ever since he left injury, our defensive line was butt cheeks. He is coming back. Now he's going to have a little bit of a ball on his hand. That's okay. You can't call, I guess, holding when you have a freaking ball on your hand. But it's going to give them an opportunity to get after Dak Prescott. If he's rusty, maybe he'll throw a little bit early, maybe a little bit worried about the injury. Possible. And we got to see what Aidan Hutchinson and Kaminsky is going to do. Kaminsky, Michael Brockers has been in since Kaminsky's been out. We all know how Michael Brockers is. Great leader, but he's been awful on this defensive line. absolutely awful. Just like we have 29 likes in the chat. That's awful. Let's get to 50 likes. 21 away from getting that thing. I say Olivier's done forever. You can come back from a spinal fusion and play in the NFL. It's going to be difficult. You can never say never, but it's going to be difficult. That's facts. Let's hear it, everyone. Have we given up on the season already? Well, it depends who you are. Depends who you are. But if John Kaminsky can make the impact that he did the first couple of weeks, the Lions will have an opportunity to get Dak Prescott. Again, just force him to throw. I'm not even saying sack. Just force him to throw a little bit early. He is rusty. Maybe. Not saying he is. He may be rusty. He may be worried. Let's do that. Let's get her done. This is going to be a trench warfare game because our defensive line has got to go against their offensive, of course. Of course, when we look at Dallas Cowboys' defensive line, it is sick, disgusting, good. Absolutely disgusting. These guys are terror. And Jared Goff has got to be able to stand in the pocket and throw and distribute the football. So it's going to be on Taylor Decker, Penei Sewell, Frank Ragnow, the rest of this offensive line to make that impact on Sunday. Or we're staring down the barrel of 1-5. Let me know in the comment section, who do you got winning this game? Put L for Lions, C for Cowboys. Right now, curious to see what you guys think in the comment section. And then I'm going to just kind of do a little bit of a quick poll while the answers are coming in, because I'm curious to see what you think. Do you believe the Lions are going to win this game? Do you believe they did enough in the bye week to change scheme on defense to force a couple of punts? We'll see. Paul Ginder says Lions. Lions Gangsta says Lions. We got the Cowboys, man, Lions Mania. Why did that not show up? We got also, some Big Hurt says Lions. Bobby says Cowboys. We got Jared Port, Lions. Sam Smith says Dallas Cowboys. Chad Cowboys. Dallas W. John Ball. Watch be a close type of game. Lions Mania. Paul Ginder. Yes, they did. Gage with the Cowboys. Dragon's Den has the tease, a tie game, I think. Tuss 2-1-3. Lions. Dak's going to sack his first game. Cowboys, Sam the man. Can't stop the run. 50-50 right now. Look at this bad boy. 50-50. Someone just hit me up on Facebook. I'm live right now. Can't really hit you up. 38-31. Lions, 9 drinks. Drinking the Kool-Aid right now. Who's drinking the Kool-Aid? Put it in the comment section. What is your score prediction of this game? Is it going to be a low-scoring game? Is it going to be a high-scoring game? Is it going to be a last-drive game, or is it going to be blown out like a hooker in Vegas? Let me know what you think right now. Could you see the Lions winning this game? Well, crazier things have happened. I'm going to give you my thoughts here in a minute. Chrome says Dallas. Cowboys by 30 with a stuffing. 34-27, Lions win. Lions gains. This team loves close losses. Lions Mania, that's facts. Dallas favored by 7 over and under 49 via DraftKings. Pushes the Kool-Aid away. That's what Vash says. 24-27 Leos. If they can't stop the run, they should have a chance. I hope I'm wrong. Dallas 37, Lions 17, John Ball. Dallas Cowboys is the winner. 7-28 Cowboys. Why? Yes, 24-17 Leos. Dan Spanos, Lions 41-38 and a crazy one. No defense in that game, Rocco P. That would be a shocker because I expect their defense to be really good. Dallas 31-21. Well, I'm going to tell you my prediction right now. I have Dallas Cowboys winning 34, Lions 17. I think Dallas Cowboys defense is really good. I think they're going to put pressure on Jared Goff, and we're not going to be able to do a whole lot. This defense is for real. I think we're walking into a buzzsaw. I'm really afraid of this game. Craig Ferguson says 41-7 Cowboys. There's those feelings where you say is like, man, I don't know. I don't know about this one. That's the feeling I got. Buzzsaw. Dallas loses against Philadelphia. Pissed off. Coming back home in Jerry World with the Detroit Lions, who got quite a bit of injuries. Paul Ginder says no. Jack Fox punts 3 times. That, John Ball, now that is a bold statement right there. To say we punt 1 time's a punt is bold. 3 times, we're talking money right there. I'm afraid for this game, folks. I'm afraid. They are a physical football team. Dallas is physical. And they're a punch-you-in-the-face team. Dak Prescott coming back. I got worries. That defense scares me. It's just our luck that Dak is ready to go when the Lions come to town. Typical Detroit Lions luck. That's what happens there. If Bailey Zappi can beat us, imagine what Dak Prescott can do. And I'm not 100% certain our defensive line is going to get pressure just because we got John Kaminsky back. I hope. I pray I'm wrong. I want to win so damn bad. I'm tired of losing. Look, Paul, I got to look at it the way that I see it. I got to be honest. I cannot lie from my personal being. I got to tell you how I 100% feel about this. Do you think that Dan Campbell can learn from his mistakes? Dan, I hope so. I mean, God, it shouldn't be that difficult. And we're going to talk about that in a minute as well, because you bring up a good one, Dan. Just ran the ball. Will be good. Yes, run the ball, John Ball. Your name is exactly what they need to do. Run the freaking football. And Dallas defense is actually, that's their weaker parts of their defense is the run defense. So let's run the freaking football. I'm with you 100%, but we've not done it enough. I feel like we get away from it too much, and we shouldn't. I think we should focus on running that football. We got running backs. Give them the damn ball. Hashtag smash the hole, 100%. Hashtag smash the hole. Well, supposed to be Mark. Supposed to be potentially the Dern. And Roar of the Lions UK, my guy Ant-Man. So we'll see. It's sent out there. If they get on, they get on. If they don't get pressure without a lot of blitzing, we receive a capital L to the 10 power. God dang, I know. I'm tired of losing. And let's talk about the Sheila Ford Hamp Dan Campbell thing. I watched the Dan Campbell presser, and I don't know about you, but he looked defeated. I don't know if he was just tired. He didn't have his coffee, but man, he looked a little bit defeated there. I think he took a beating. I think he's feeling the beating right now, and I don't think he's getting fired at all. I believe Sheila is quote-unquote frustrated, but are they going to make any moves? No. They're not going to make a move. But we got to start winning. Yeah, I was listening to a podcast last night that was starting to piss me off. And it was this idea that we shouldn't expect more than 3 wins. What the hell is that? Every year, we got to be able to progress. Last year, we were at 3 wins. We got to be able to progress this year. And I don't think so. I think 3 to 4 wins is all we getting. But we as fans should not be accepting that. It should be moving forward in the right direction, regardless of all these injuries, regardless of schedule. You got to move in the right direction. And I think expectations should be a little bit higher than 3 to 4 wins every year. Sheila, what the hell, man? Expect more out of your team. Brad Holmes, expect more out of your team. Dan Campbell, expect more out of your team. We got to be able to move in the right direction. Like I said, I didn't expect us to make the playoffs this year. Hell no, I didn't expect us to make the playoffs. I had 7-8 wins. But you should be able to get 7-8 wins after a 3-13-1 season. Last season, we had way worse talent. Well, not way worse, but we had worse talent. My God. You know, we should expect that. I want to see this team start winning for a change. You know, these guys are paid a lot of money. Let's get some victories here. You know, I'm not up for Moral Victory Monday no more. You know, I know everybody hates mock drafts or mock draft, but you're talking about the draft. Well, it's unfortunate that we have to talk about the draft. That means their team sucks. And guess what? It's not the fans' fault. It's not your fault. Fans, I'm going to tell you this right now, and I've heard this narrative. Now, I've heard on my channel, I've heard on other people's talking about it, that it's the fans' fault, the reason why we're in this position. Hell no, it's not your fault. The fans, it's not your fault that this team sucks. All right? You're not getting paid to run this organization. You pay to go see a game. You pay to buy the merchandise. You take time out of your day to listen to individuals like me who talk about this team. You're mad because we're losing, and you have a right to be mad. And I appreciate your frustrations. It's not your fault. It is the organization's fault. Anybody that says it's the Lions fans' fault is full crap. I'm telling you that now. It's not your fault. All the subscribers, it's not your fault. Okay? It's not YouTubers' fault. It's not commentators' fault. It's not ESPN's fault. It's not Woodward's fault. It's not LNU's fault. It's not TA's fault from Raw Detroit. It's the organization's fault. That's who's. It's not 97 won the ticket. It's the organization's. You start winning. I wouldn't even be mad if we're 2-3. Why be mad? That's kind of what I would expect. But I didn't expect a 1-7 start, and that's potentially what it could be. So that pisses me off. It's not our fault. Amen. We're not drafted. 100%, Bryce. Eric's, it's not your fault, Craig. It's not your fault, Vash. 9 drinks. It's not, the hell. Unless you're a fake account and you actually work for the organization, or you're a scout with a different account. But if you're just a regular person, hey, man, it's not your fault. So I'm just telling you that right now. And anybody that wants to say it is full of it. Hell yeah, John Ball, you got the right to bitch about this team. Why not? What's up, Alan? Appreciate you jumping in. Let's get to the mailbag segment. If you got questions, I may have some answers. Hashtag Lions. Hashtag smash the hole. Whatever the hell you want to hashtag that bad boy up. Again, if my guests come in, great. If not, we're having fun anyways. So put questions in the comment section, and we'll have fun answering these ones. Well, I'll have fun answering these questions. Dang, Chief Debo, how did you get your name like that? That's cool. Let's see how he's got the different font there. That's like Old English font. We got a $5 super chat from Paul Ginder. Thank you so much, my guy. It says, what is Chris Spielman's job? You never hear about him. I think he's just like a voice in the head. I don't know his exact title, Paul, but he's not like a scout. He's not a GM. He doesn't make the final decision, but he's a voice, like part of give you a helping of what type player he likes, or what type of organization they want to run. Type of that. That's what I'm getting there. But I don't know his exact title, but he's not drafting the players. Now, he may say this guy is a good player, draft him. You know, hashtag shot Dave from forum. We got Lori King. Says, I live in Dallas. Awesome, by the way. Area, and I will not wait for my money against Jerry World's team. And I will not wait my money against. Look, man, I'm not going to say the Detroit Lions are going to win this game. I'm not going to do that. Lori, look, the spread right now is 7 points. It was 6.5. Keeps kind of fluctuating, but I would not bet on that one. The Dragon's Den, hashtag Swift. Will Swift be healthy? And if so, what is his potential yards Sunday? Yes, he's good. It looks like he's going to play. Potential yards, depending on the amount of touches he get. I suggest he's probably going to get like 12 snaps. He's been on a snap count. Yards, I don't know. 75? It's a good defense, but they're not as good on the ground. Hashtag Lions by Chess Sports. Hey, man, what's your opinion on Black Friday game next year? Interesting, Alan Dana. I like or Alan Nelson. Why did I say Alan Dana? There's an Alan Dana in here. It's interesting. I kind of think that's cool. You know, it's become somewhat of a holiday here in the United States, a Black Friday. I don't celebrate Black Friday. You don't see me going out buying nothing. I sleep in. I'm not doing that. I'm not about getting up at 3 in the morning. But hey, any football is good football to me. So if they push the Thursday game to Friday, it's a cool with me. Cool with me. It's not like there's high school football on that day. Let's see. Now's like, will the Lions ever let Aidan rush standing up like the Wolverines did? I assume they will. And that's probably what they worked on a little bit on the bye week. I would not be shocked. Fat Patricia, if the Lions go after a quarterback in the draft, who do you want the most? There's a lot, and it depends where it's at. I do like Bryce Young. He is a little bit undersized, but he is a pretty much a dynamic quarterback. C.J. Stroud, bigger body guy. He may be the first quarterback taken off the board. You can see the Carolina Panthers get... I know a lot of people like Will Levis a little bit. Hendon Hooker is a beast as well. I watched him. I watched a film last week because of my guy T.A., told me to, and my God, he's just a little bit older. So it just depends where you're at. When will J-Mo come back? Last I heard, Thanksgiving. But he may not play, too. Detroit, do you think the Lions will go Craig a bigger role this Sunday if Swift isn't feeling healthy? I would hope so, but I doubt it. We got another super chat from my guy, Travis the Goat Dooley. If I miss your question, repost it. Copy, paste. I will get to it as best I can. It's my fault I haven't been to a Lions game yet this year. It's not your fault. Thank you for the super chat, my guy. It's not your fault. I haven't been to one this year either, and I could have been to multiple ones. Do you think we need new owners soon? Look, I say get new owners, but it's never going to happen. I was mad. I say yes. Sell the damn team, but they're not going to sell the damn team. So if they ever did, it'd probably be a good thing. Hashtag FGB, what is your bold predictions? Mine is the Lions kick 3 field goals. Alan Dana, that's absolutely a bold prediction. Damn, there's a lot of these coming in. Let's see. My bold prediction for the game. Lions force 4 punts on the Dallas Cowboys offense. 4 punts. That's pretty damn bold if you ask me. Hashtag Lions are the Detroit Lions. What's left in a toilet after eating Taco Bell and drinking a case of beer, or we're heading in the right direction? I think this year is first. I don't think we're going to get a lot of wins at all. I think it's going to be a toilet this year. Okay? Next year, better go in the damn right direction or people are getting fired. Because I'm tired of not getting in the right direction. Do you think we should take Bryce Young with our first pick? Look, I love Bryce Young. I don't care what anybody says. That means if you're sitting there and you're a top 3 draft pick, that means everything sucked this year. That means the offense sucked as well as the defense. Your team is bad. And guess what? If your team is that bad, I will take the quarterback. I'm tired of passing up on quarterback. I am tired of it. I'm tired. Because if you do extend Jared Goff, it's going to be a ton of money. You might as well just go ahead and freaking get the quarterback and start a full-on rebuild. But if we start to play a little bit better, it's a little different case. You know, maybe you take quarterback later just to develop. Could be. Hashtag Lions, I'm still bitter about the playoff game against the Cowboys where the ref blew the huge call so badly. Jerry Jones had the ref on our party bus. Jones get away with it. Lori King, my God, I am with you. That wasn't even blown. That was straight up. They picked up the flag like a punk. Partied on the damn bus. Jarrah screwed us. And it pissed me off. That's why I can't I want to beat Dallas bad because of that moment was one of the worst moments of my Lions fandom. We had an opportunity to win a playoff game since 1991, and the refs took it away from us. How many games do you think the Lions will win the rest of the season? I got 3 wins. 2 more games. I think we split with the Bears and potentially win against the Panthers, but it's not guaranteed because it's at Carolina. Let's see. Lions Live. Who do you think better? Bryce Young or C.J. Stroud? I think Bryce Young is better. I think he is better. And pairing him up with Jamison Williams, that'd be interesting. But again, it just depends who's available. $5 super. The Thugs on DJ Ugalele, quarterback out of Clemson. I haven't taken a look at him. Thank you so much. Again, I'm starting the process. It's slowly getting there. It's slowly. I start my process week 4. I'm getting there slowly. People give me names, and I go check them out. But thank you for the super. I will have to check him out. Do you think we should go for try to trade for Roquan Smith? Well, they're not going to trade for him. He's a free agent, though, after this season. I want to see him signed. This free agency, we don't need to be getting no more Alex Anzalone. Go for Roquan Smith. Free agent linebacker. Pick him up. Put him on this defense. Pair him up with Malcolm Rodriguez. And draft another linebacker, and then I'll be damn well happy. If the Lions pick in the top 3, are you concerned they might not draft a quarterback in efforts to keep their job? I am concerned, Brian. That definitely concerns me. That 100% concerns me because I believe you draft the best player available, okay? And if it's a quarterback, it's a quarterback. We took Jeff Okudah's played well, but I prefer Justin Herbert. I thought he was the best player available on the board. And we passed him up for Jeff Okudah. Okudah's playing fine. He's playing really good now. Great. But wouldn't you like Justin Herbert a little bit more? I believe in that. BPA. Hashtag smash the hole. We need a mobile quarterback. Why do you think they never get one? Paul Geiner, I want a mobile quarterback too. I want a dual threat quarterback as well. That's what I want. And I know other people don't, and that's perfectly fine. Everybody has their preference of type of player or whatever, type of coach. Everybody has their preference. That's my preference. I like mobile dual threat quarterbacks. I like an extra dimension to them. I like the Josh Allens. I like it. I like the mobility of Lamar Jackson or what the early days of Aaron Rodgers. I like that, man. I like the mobility of Kyler Murray. I like that. It's just something that I prefer. And so why they don't do it, we'll find, ask me and after the draft. If they don't do it if they don't get a quarterback in this draft, we're going to have a problem here because I think you got to at least get a quarterback to develop. America's team, so the refs will not let us win the game this Sunday regardless. Probably not. But in all honesty, the refs are not going to be the reason. If we lose this game, it's probably not going to be due to refs. Probably due to the fact that our defense is butt. Do you think TJ will get traded before the trade deadline or the draft? No, I don't, but I wish he would. And people say, what? Why would you trade TJ Hutchinson? Well, it's because we need help on defense. We need defense. It's not a luxury to have a defensive player. We legitimately need a defensive tackle, linebacker, and a cornerback. I would love to get that in the draft. Tight end is a luxury right now. So I would love to trade him for a first-round pick. Do they do it? Probably not. Trade deadline never really does much. Trade deadline in the NFL is kind of always bad. It's never exciting. They've made a lot of things exciting in the NFL, but the trade deadline is not one of them. Hashtag smash the hole. We should draft Michigan's quarterback. So far, he looks awesome. Well, you can't draft him this year. That's for sure. You have to wait a little bit. But again, that dual threat, that mobile quarterback, that's what he brings. Dumbass Patricia sold the Okudah pick. We could have had Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson was a beast, man. What a good trade by the Minnesota Vikings. Diggs to Buffalo, then turn around and get Justin Jefferson. And when they selected him, I said, F. That was my word. Yeah, well, look. When it comes to Jared Goff, folks, this is not a 4-game season. It is a 17-game season. So we got a ways to go. We have to evaluate everybody. Jared Goff is just one of the players we have to evaluate. We got to evaluate everybody. We got to evaluate DJ Chark, who's not shown up and has been injured. We got to evaluate Derek Barnes. We got to evaluate Will Harris, Amani Awarie. I'd like to see Chase Lucas a little bit more so we can evaluate him. Because we got to go into this free agency after this year, and we got to make a haul of new players. That's what they need to do. and he's just another player we have to evaluate. I'm not drafting anything out of Michigan until Hutch shows me something. See, Salty, first off, sick name, by the way, and I love that shirt. I don't really ever go by what college or school somebody goes to. I just go with, are they freaking great at what they do? That is it. You know, I'm a Lions fan first and a Oregon Duck fan second. I could give a damn if my players are, you know, if they all come to Detroit. I just want the best player available. That's it. Period. So, look, there's a couple players I like. Corum, man, that little guy is he's a beast of a little running back, man. He's like a little midget cricket. Is Pascal playing Sunday? Don't know. 50-50 from what I'm hearing. I would suggest that if he was to play, it would be very minimal. But he may not play. It may be after next week. Jerry Jacobs potentially plays this week. It sounds like he will play. Then Pascal maybe the following week against the Miami Dolphins. But don't really know right now. Bryce Young to JMO connection. Facts. Let's see. Lions, we need to draft Will Levis if he a top 5. He'll be in the top. Well, he'll be available at top 5. I do believe so. Because you got Bryce Young, CJ Stroud, who's going to be in there. You got Will Anderson, who's going to get drafted, and I forgot the defensive tackle. I can't think of the name on them, so then Will Levis is probably in there. But again, Hendon Hooker is another quarterback you need to pay attention to. Thank you, Raw Detroit. That's why you got to subscribe to Raw Detroit. He does prospects. The guy is a scout. That's what he is. He's my go-to. I go to him. I go to Tom Downey, I go to Bro Schmo, and I go to Spirit of Detroit regarding prospects. That's who I go to. So if you hear me talk about prospects, generally, one of these guys says, Mike, take a look at him. I need you to. And so then I'll jump to the player, watch it, and I give you my personal opinion on it. I may not agree with them. I may not believe everything that they're saying. But they know what they're talking about. Let's see. $5 super from Travis the Goat Doily. Says, do you think the Lions should draft a right guard, or are you okay with Halapluti Vaitai? I think they could draft a guard for sure, but not early. I think they could take a guard late. Look, everybody says the Detroit Lions got to go all defense, right? That's what I hear. Right now we're slated at 8 picks. Okay? You're not going to draft 8 defensive players. That's not going to happen. So this would be my philosophy here. You need to get a kicker. We got 2 6th-round picks. Draft a kicker. Right now, we got Houston, who we drafted this last draft, who's on the practice squad, 6th rounder. How about we draft a kicker in the 6th round? He's a starting special teams. That will end our special teams woes. I think we got pretty good special teams unit. Coverage skills, punter, then we'll have our kicker. Good to go there. I think it's possible you could take a guard, maybe like in the 5th round or something like that, to either be a backup or potentially start, because you got Big V has injuries and Stenberg we really don't know. And we could take quarterback. The rest I do think need to go defense. So if you were to give me, I would say probably 5 defensive players, 2 offensive players, and 1 special teams guy. That's kind of what that's what I'd go with, something around there. I'm not going to just go 8 players defense. It's just not going to work, okay? Just not going to work because they're not all going to play. They're going to be in the practice squad or picked up by another team, and it's a wasted draft pick. Or you could take some of this draft capital, which is another idea for Brad Holmes, is take some of these selections and move up in the draft to get a premium talent. That's possible. Like, say, if we end up we have 2 first rounds, maybe they want to jump up in the first round with a second and a third or something like that, move up in the first round, get a player, then I can understand a little bit different there. But if you stay with the selections, that's kind of what I'd like to see. Hashtag Lions, Jalen Carter is a dog, too. If you draft defense, top 5, was that the guy, Jalen Carter, defensive tackle? Lions Mania, thank you very much. That was his name. That was his name. How do you think Rodrigo will do Sunday? I'm not too worried about Rodrigo. Paul Ginder, he's going to make mistakes. It's going to happen. But Of all the players, Rodrigo, I'm not really concerned about. Jeff Okudah, I'm not concerned about. Everybody else, I'm concerned about. So hopefully he's going to have up and downs moments, and I'm fine with it. I'm 100% fine with it. You're not going to see me criticize Rodrigo. He's a rookie. He's going to make mistakes. I want to see what also Kirby Joseph. He's been starting. I want to see him make some progress too. Continue to get better back there. So, watching, when it comes to the rooks, I just want to see progress. That's it. From game in to game out, just get better each game. Once they understand the scheme fully and it becomes second nature, you're reacting instead of thinking. When you think, it slows you down, and that's where you have issues. If you react, you have good. Lori King, Lions, keep in mind this Sunday, Cowboys quarterback Dak Prescott has a broken thumb. First week back, which have to kill the draft place, kill our draft place. Like I said, he may be a little bit rusty, and hopefully he is, and we can take advantage. That's that's the hope there. If not, it is our defense. Probably going to get shredded. Go Lions. Mike, what do you think of Lions can do to help Hutchinson out? In all honesty, I'm going to be 100% real with you. Get help around him. A talent upgrade. He needs to have players next to him, guys. Kaminsky, that's going to help. It is going to help. But he can't do everything himself, folks. He literally can't do everything himself. The hell do you expect? Stand him up, too. I mean, from a scheme standpoint, you can do that. Move him around on the defensive line. But the real help is getting place around him. Salty says Bryce Young equals Baker Mayfield. Well, that wouldn't be good. That would not be good if that was the case. That would suck. Let's see. And look, when it comes to evaluating quarterbacks, they're going to have all the time in the world to evaluate all these guys, and we'll see. We'll see what happens with that position. MicroMike, explain to everyone why a short running back is way better than a scrawny little quarterback. It just depends who you are, I guess. I'm not fans of the skinny quarterback, really skinny guy, because they take hits, and I prefer, this is my preference. I'm not saying he has to be tall, but thick, to be able to take a hit, be able to take a punch. I don't like these scrawny, skinny dudes, and that's players as well. What was it? Smith that went to the Eagles. He was a skinny guy. I didn't want him because he's just too skinny for me. I like thicker guys. That's my preference, and that would be with the quarterback as well. Not saying that it means that they're going to – it doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to pan out better. I mean, we've seen quarterbacks that are thick end their career short. Cam Newton been beat up a couple times. He's a big guy. We've seen it with the Ben Roethlisberger where they can last a long time, and we've seen it with an RG3, a skinnier guy that's out of the league quick. But that's just my preference. Running back, I like the thicker guys. Again, it's not height to me. It's more thicker. Can they take a pounding? That's it. Again, like a muscle hamster, I guess. He has to be tall and thick. That's what she said. Got him.
Oh, my God.
That's just my preference. And, you can get like a Josh Allen who's got that prototypical everything. That everybody wants, but doesn't necessarily mean everybody's like that. There's always going to be outliers. That is, you have your dimensions right in between, and then you're going to have outliers on the outside of it. You're always going to have that, but that's just my personal preference. We need a quarterback like Josh Allen. That would be amazing. I think every team looks for a quarterback like Josh Allen. If you look to the Dern, he believes that Will Levis is a Josh Allen. He's pretty good at evaluating talent. He was good on Amon-Ra St. Brown. Talked about him last year before the draft day. We had to take him, and he talked about Sauce Gardner, and now he's talking about Will Levis the same way. Will Anderson's a beast. Look, this guy is a monster, and if we were to get him on this defensive line is much better. It's much better. I think we do need a defensive tackle, though, and it sucks because we're constantly drafting the same position over and over again, but it's clear as day that we need help in the middle of this defense. We got 68 likes. Let's get 32 more likes to 100. Let's get to 100 likes. If you've not smashed that like button, what the hell are you smoking? Smash that like button. Cam Smith or Joey Porter Jr.? Both. Load up on defense and trade up for Caleb Williams. So Salty wants to go D with a strong D. I got to tell you what, though, in all honesty, when you guys are saying, like, we got to go this way, it's hard to argue either way. I think everybody this year has a logical opinion because the team is so depleted of talent, specifically on defense. I think everybody has a good opinion this year. You know me. I just go best player available, regardless of position, unless it's kicker or punter. I'm not drafting that in the first round or anything like that. I'll take them in the 6th round. Best believe I take a punter. I'll take one in the 5th round, a punter or a kicker. That's kind of where I would be at. I don't want to go too much earlier than that. But other than that, I'm going to take BPA, man. You know, it's hard to fail when you go best player available. You just go ahead and just get the best player, you know, and roll with it. Because if you F up specifically the first round, you're setting your team back. I mean, look how our team is set back with second-round draft busts. The curse of second rounds has killed this team. Now, you do that in the first round, you're taking a gun to your foot. And you know what? No, you're not even doing that. You're taking your leg and you're throwing it into a wood shredder. That's what you're doing. So you got to hit on these draft picks. You have got to hit on the first round. You've got to hit on the second. We got to be better than this in the earlier rounds. We got to hit on some players, and we got to stop. I think, for me, if you have an injury history, you're off my board. I'm not saying a freak injury. There's always freak injuries where somebody gets a freak injury. Tracy Walker, freak injury. That's not an injury history. But when you have a player that's been injured in college, throughout his college time, I ain't taking him. Not doing it. You know, a sustained injury is not happening. And if you're a free agent and you've been sustained injury throughout your career, I ain't picking you up in free agency. I ain't doing it unless it's for a veteran minimum. So, like, this needs to be priority. Number one in free agency and the draft is look at these players and say, look, no, not doing it. I can't take the chance anymore on these guys. Because that's what's hurting our team is injuries. That is the sole killer right now. Is we're getting players who consistently are not playing because they're injured. So my draft philosophy now, you got an injury history, get the hell out. If you're my free agency, if you got an injury history, get the hell out of my way. A freak injury, don't care. It happens. You're always going to have that happen. It's just, it is what it is. But if it's a reoccurring one, that's different. Hashtag FGB, we need Brian Urlacher type of player on defense. Man, I would love that. I would love that. What is up, Don Burr? This guy is an OG. Respect the Domper. This guy is going on chat sports in the Chicago, all the chat sports, and saying Detroit, one pride, and I love it. I appreciate you, Don Burr, repping Detroit hardcore. He says, I know I'm tired of hearing press conference, tall, DC haulers, man, AG at this player. I'm tired of that too. At this point, look, man, I don't care about speeches. I don't care about stats. I care about wins. If we win a game 3-2, I'm happy as hell. I'm tired of stats. I'm tired of analytical nerds. I'm tired of that. I don't care about those stats anymore. Don't tell me stats. Tell me wins and losses. That's it. That's all the stat I care about. I don't need no analytical four-eyed nerds telling me this player, this. If you look at it, this means we're going to win. No. Just give me wins. I don't care how. Any means necessary. Take a bat to a player's knee before the game. I don't care. Figure it out. Get some wins. I don't care about speeches anymore. I care about wins. The only speech I want to see is post-game victory speech. Those are nice. when the Detroit Lions upload it on their YouTube channel. That's the speech I'm looking for, folks. Other than that, I don't want to hear it anymore. I just want to see wins. Draft Will Levis, top 5 pick. Have him sit behind Goff next season. And next free agency, you let Goff loose. Hey, it's a logical way. 100%, fellas. Drafting a quarterback, letting them sit behind Jared Goff, who's going to be here next year. Learn. We've seen it before. Aaron Rodgers, Patrick Mahomes. Okay? Justin Herbert said a little bit, too. I'm fine with that. Look, I'm fine with Jared. I have no hate towards Jared Goff. I'm just about getting BPA, best player available, and it just so happens to be a quarterback. I'm taking a quarterback, and I don't care. I upgrade the roster. I have no feelings towards a specific player either way or not. I care about wins. I'm tired of anything else. Smash a hole. Do you think our defense coordinator is gone after this season? I'm not going to say that. Probably as right now, Devin, I would probably say just looking at it, yeah. But I mean, they could slowly turn around. You don't know, so I'm not going to guarantee it. But the way things are looking, you probably think if it stays like this, yeah. Like if it stays this butt cheeks, yeah. Sorry if I missed your question, just repost it. I see question marks by Giovanni Lyon. Sorry, I may have missed it. I don't know. Will Levis is the white Cam Newton. Well, is that before injury or after? That's the thing. Cam Newton was good before he kind of lost his arm. Ever since that Super Bowl fumble, is like he went downhill. Before that, he was doing a good job. Giovanni Lyons, we should trade our 2nd round pick. It's been a bad history. Move up. Fine. Giovanni Lyons, if you have a player that's it late in the 1st round, you say, hey, this guy's going to be a playmaker for my team, then move the F up and get him. We need players, and I'll take 3 first-round picks. I don't give a damn. We need starters. We need players to make plays right now. We don't need analytical nerds, and we don't need injury-prone players. Why does it sound like Sheila is worse than frustrated? Man, look, I haven't heard her. I'm sure she's pissed off, man. I mean, we're all pissed off. Let's be honest here, folks. If she's a fan like she says she is, she's got to be pissed off. I mean, we're all pissed, man. So many games we've lost. The Vikings game should have won that damn game. You know, seeing the Seattle Seahawks just run all over us, God, it pissing me off. So I could see if I could totally feel it. Trade Goff for a 1st-round pick, then draft at quarterback. 1st and 2nd round pick. Lions made it. Boy, if a team gave up 1st and 2nd round picks, you would have to. I don't think a team's going to do that. But you would definitely, that would be a nice little haul there. Our 1st pick next year should be the best orthopedic surgeon in the United States.
Ultra Combo!
Weston Lyon just got comment of the day. Weston Lyon just got comment of the day. Draft an orthopedic surgeon. Put him on the practice squad. He won't count against the 53. $5 supers from Travis the Goat Doily. Are there any edge rushers you would like to draft? Oh, there's a lot of edge rushers I'd love to draft. First off, I guess start with Will Anderson. Alabama. The man that kills quarterbacks. I would love it. I would freaking drool over Will Anderson. It makes me excited thinking about that. Jabo, good edge rusher. There's a lot of edge rushers. There's a lot of defensive players. This is a damn good draft. I got to say, last year's draft, there were some decent players, but this is a damn good draft. It's a deep draft on defense, too, and quarterbacks. Defense and quarterbacks, there is deep. And guess what we need? Defense and quarterbacks. Well, apparently they said, F my couch, Weston Lyon. Nobody wanted to come on. That's okay. Everybody's got lives. And did you see Braylon Edwards? The Lions should draft Bryce Young. I agree with him. Yes, I did see Braylon Edwards, and he's tired of mediocre play. Can't argue. Look, it's hard for me to argue on any of your guys' picks. You can argue generally some years, but there's no arguing. This year, if you like quarterback, I feel you. If you want defense, I feel you. Like, it's hard. Now, if you're saying, Mike, we need to go offensive tackle, I'm going to have to disagree with you. I don't want to take an offensive tackle with the first pick. I'll disagree with you there. If you say I want to take a right guard or left guard with the first pick, I may disagree with you there. Tight end, I may disagree with you there. But if you're talking quarterback, you're talking defense, I'm going to agree with you. Wide receiver, I may disagree with you there too. Running back early, I think we can. It's pretty good running back class. I can understand it. I know TA, he loves some running backs. I could see it. Hashtag FGB. Who should we give a bag during free agency to? Oh, you know, it's so funny. I almost made a video overtime through and through yesterday. I canceled it. I was halfway through it. I was writing this one down. Free agent targets for the Detroit Lions. And I had some doobies. Let's see if I can find my list again. Let me see. My list again. I wrote it down. Let me see for you. I had my list, and I got to bring it up there. No, this is not it. Let's see. Let me see. Great damn question, too. Great, because I literally was writing it down for you guys. Just got to find it. There it is. Okay. I had, damn it. That's not it. Damn it. Is this it? Here it is. Okay, I had on my list, I had Roquan Smith linebacker. Wanted to get him. I wanted to end that freaking issue at linebacker. Wanted to get him. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, cornerback for the New Orleans Saints. Nickel corner. I thought about him. Marcus Davenport, edge. That's the three that I had for sure that I wanted to get. And they were from New Orleans Saints, two from the New Orleans Saints, and one from the Chicago Bears, the connections with our staff. Because you got to understand, they always just go with our staff. Prediction, 34-17, Cowboys over Lions. Yes, that is my prediction. That's what I have. Should I start doing TikTok mock drafts? I don't have TikTok, but why the hell not? It's fun. 15 more likes, folks. 100. 15 more likes. If you've not smashed that like button, smash that mug right now. All you got to do is smash it like this.
Hadouken!
Smash it. They are
who we thought they were.
Smash it
Combo
like a combo breaker. Mike, we steal Ivy from the Pistons. Dude is fast. Cowgirls can shut the roof off. I like ye. I like ye too, Dr. D. Dr. D knows football. How many yards and touchdowns on Sunday? I say 230 yards passing, 120 rushing, 2 touchdowns and a field goal. That's what I got. When MicroMike reach 100 likes, we will drop the boom. Let's see where we're at. We're 5 away now. 5 likes away. Let's get that. Let me see. Let me get a good one here.
Yoga fire.
5 likes away, folks.
It's my quarterback.
Yoga fire.
I'm giving her a D, man, a strong D.
5 more to go. And I know it's like delayed 30 seconds. Noah Sewell, I'd love to get Noah Sewell. I would love to get the linebacker team. 2-0, I love it. We need a linebacker. I would love to address the linebacker position early, regardless of what anyone else says. That is what I want to see. Linebacker. Because I'm tired of not having a damn good linebacker. Now, I'm happy with Malcolm, but I want more than Malcolm. 2 more likes, folks. 2 more likes to 100. And then I could take this sweatshirt off because I don't know why the F I have a sweatshirt on. when it's like 80 degrees with a light pointing at my face. That's fame. Hashtag smashed the hole, 100%. Let's see, is DOD okay? Dose this morning. He has made a video in a week. I'm gonna assume he's all right. I haven't heard anything back from Dose. I remember he's got he works too now, so he's got a job. So I know that's kept him busy. But that's crazy. As he made a video in a week, I haven't even noticed. I'm sure he's fine. He would probably let us know if he wasn't. Let me know. I mean, I'm in a chat with him, so. Super $5 right there. CJ Gardner is on the Eagles, not the New Orleans Saints. What? Oh, was he? That was the trade, right? God damn it, you're right. You got me. You got me. But he's a free agent. Either way, unless they extend him. I don't think they extended him. Either way. And if you can't attack him, you got to go somewhere else. Because I do think we need to get a corner. I think we need to get I would like to get a corner in free agency. I would like to get a guy that's kind of developed a little bit. My personal opinion. Here we got 101 likes.
Okudah, fire.
It's my quarterback.
Woo! My precious. Thank you so much for reaching 100 likes. We got a $5 super. Hashtag smash the hole. Hey, Mike, do you really think the Lions will draft more defense? Yes, I do. They are definitely going to draft more defense. It's going to probably be, like I said, I think like a 5 defensive players to 3, whether it be offense / special teams together, 100%. I do. Do you think Swift can stay healthy? No, I don't. The rest of the season, if he doesn't trade him, I don't think we're trading him, and I don't think he's... Those found a woman are great. I don't think he's going to stay healthy. I don't think we trade him. I think he's a Detroit Lion. Folks, we've been on for over an hour. You guys are MVPs. I'm getting all these super chats. You guys are freaking epically awesome, and I appreciate it. I'm sorry no one showed up for the show, but sometimes it's just nice just talking to you guys out there. On Sunday, we're doing the live watch party. It's been, 2 weeks almost since we had one, and you know how it's going to be. I'm going to get pissed off. We're going to have some fun, so if you enjoy seeing me get upset, make sure you show up for Detroit Lions versus Dallas Cowboys, 1 p.m. CBS Sports on my channel. Where it's about to get rowdy. With that said, folks, adios.
Searching for greatness in a sea of the dying and shameless. A sea of the aimless. I don't wanna be one of the nameless. I'ma wake up with the mindset that one day I'm gonna make it. And I don't think I'll be fine if I don't break my limitations. Don't try to stop me, I exist to write my own story. I'll make a decision if I want some peace or if I want the glory, yeah. Don't want a life that is complacent or possibly boring, just want a life that is worth every day exploring,
My whole life I just wanted someone who would notice me. My whole life I just wanted to be somebody to be. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great, yeah.